Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Plinko, and today we're back with some more Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles. I went ahead and put together a short little Easter egg guide for Ascension for those who are not already aware of how to complete the Easter egg, or if you maybe forgot some steps. This video will have everything you need, so stick around. Hope this helps y'all out. If it does help you out, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more zombies content. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. You want to make sure that you have the fire sale gobblegum equipped. It will make your life a whole lot easier during this. Also want to note that this Easter egg does require 4 players. You cannot do it with anything less than 4 players, unfortunately. So, with that noted, we want to start this thing off by hitting the box. You have to get Gersh devices to start the first step. And these are all the items you're going to need from the box on your screen right now. The Gersh devices, the Matriska dolls, the ray gun, and the thunder gun. You're going to have to get all 4 of those items out of the box, and that's the only way you can get them. That's why I recommend using the fire sale gobblegum, but obviously, like I said, they're not required. It'll just make your life a lot easier. So, the player who gets the Gersh devices needs to make their way over towards the stage area where I'm at right now. And right outside the map, you're going to see a generator kind of sparking with electricity underneath the traffic light right there. You want to throw your Gersh device outside the map near that thing, and it will actually suck the generator up into the black hole. Now, if you do this wrong, Samantha will just laugh at you and the Gersh device will disappear. So you just have to keep trying until you get that to work. But it's pretty simple, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with that. Now, moving on to the next step, you have to go over to the junkyard where Stamina Up is, and in the lander room near the junkyard, you're gonna have to find this computer in the corner of the room and just make your way over there and hold your action button on the computer, and it will display that image right there on the screen. This step had already been done in this game, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. Now that's going to enable you to do the next step, which is going to require each player to make their way to a perk machine, and you each have to hold down a button that appears on the wall during a monkey round. And it only appears on the wall during a monkey round, and I'm going to show you the location of these buttons right now. There's one near Speed Cola right there, near the sickle room. There's also one near Jug. I didn't actually get a clear shot of this, but it is right behind it's right across from Jug, right in front of the Jug machine on the wall that's facing Jug machine, and you'll be able to see that one clear as day. This is the third one next to Widow's Wine, and the fourth one is next to Stamina Up. I didn't get a shot of that, but it is right to the left of Stamina Up. And what you have to do is coordinate with the other 3 players, and all 4 of you have to hit that button during the monkey round at the exact same time, and that button will sink into the wall like you saw there, and it will beep. If you do it wrong, you'll get a buzzer sound, and you just keep trying until you can get that right. But it has to be during a monkey round, so keep a monkey alive. It'll help you out a lot. All right, now moving on to the next step, you have to open up the Pack-a-Punch room, and you do this by using all 4 of the landers. There's a lander in, I call this the sickle room, or it's near Speed Cola. There's one in the spawn area. There is one in the stage area next to Widow's Wine, and there's also one in the junkyard next to Stamina Up. And you actually physically have to buy these. You can't just get another player to call you to another location. You have to buy these this time to get the power on and the Pack-a-Punch area unlocked. So once you have used all 4 landers, that rocket light up there will be fully green. If you look at it before, it won't be green, and you'll hit that red button right below that rocket light, and it will actually launch this rocket right here, and you'll get an audio cue, and you'll see the rocket physically take off. What this does is it opens up the launch area, which is where the Pack-a-Punch machine is going to be in this map. I'm sure a lot of you know this, but there may be some people out there who haven't played this map, so there you go. But this is required to move on to the next step, which is in this area right here. All 4 players have to make their way into this room right here that was opened by launching the rocket, and you have to all 4 stand on this metal grate. It's like a circular metal grate that you see us all standing on. Anywhere in the middle of that, you just can't step off of that. You have to stand on that for 2 full minutes. And when you're all on it, you'll see that clock on the wall over there start ticking down. And once it does a full rotation, you'll be able to complete this step. So it's helpful to keep a monkey or a crawler at the end of a round and just take them in here and just run around like we did. We actually got this done on the same round as the monkeys, but you might have to just do it on a zombie round either way. And once you are done with that, the clock on the wall will disappear and you'll get a nuke and it will kill all the zombies on the map. So keep that in mind. All the zombies will be killed at the end of that round, so be ready for that. All right, now moving on to the next step, you're going to have to collect letters on the landers. What you have to do is get players to call the landers, coordinate with the players in the game to call the landers in a specific order to collect the letters L, U, N, and A to spell Luna. And I'm going to show you a little diagram that should help you out right here. Now, the order is you have to call the lander to the starting room, and then you have to call the lander from the starting room to the junkyard, and then from the junkyard to the starting room, and then from the starting room to the sickle room, and then from the sickle room back to the junkyard. And you can pause that on the screen if that helps you out, but that's the order, and someone has to be on the lander. Here's me calling the lander to the sickle. This is towards the end. There was already people that had got the previous letters, but I'm going to show you. We got the last letter, which is A right here. So I called them and they're getting the N right now. They're floating. The letters are going to be floating in the air when you use the landers, and you'll just collect them, and you have to take it in that order to get the letters in that order. If you do this wrong, you'll have to start over. So you want to make sure you get that order right. So they have gotten the L-U-N already, and now the fourth player is going to call us back to the junkyard from the sickle room, and as you'll see, the letter A will be floating in the air, and we'll pick that up as we float through the air and through the actual letter. And now what this does is it spells Luna, and it activates this like paradox that that Gersh is trying to get you to create to get enough power to set him free, I guess. So that basically completes that. Once you have completed that, you are ready to move on to the final step of the Easter egg. So what that did was it unlocked, or it made this orb appear on the ground right there, and that's actually Gersh. And what you have to do is all four players have to make their way over there and make sure at this point you have the upgraded Pack-a-Punched Ray Gun, the Pack-a-Punched Thunder Gun, the Gersh devices, and another player with Matryoshka dolls. Once you have all those devices, you come over here and one player throws a Gersh at that orb. The player with Matryoshka dolls throws their dolls at that orb, and then anyone with a ray gun or a thunder gun shoot at the orb, and you do it all at the same time, and that will create enough power to set him free, and he'll be sucked into the black hole of the Gersh device. So I'm going to show you us doing that right now. And you can use other guns too, and but I know you have to have a ray gun. At least one player has to have a ray gun. At least one player has to have a thunder gun, both Pack-a-Punched, and at least one player has to have Gersh devices. One player has to have Matryoshka dolls. We also had a guy shooting rockets at it. I mean, anything that does damage will probably help, but those are the four that are required. And you'll see that orb be sucked up into the actual Gersh device, and once you do that, you will have completed the Easter egg, and the reward is actually going to be everyone gets a free what are they called? A free death machine, and everyone gets all the perks. So you get free Perkaholic, which is new actually in Zombies Chronicles. You didn't used to get that, and you get the death machine. So it's a pretty cool Easter egg. This is one of my favorite maps. I hope this really helped you guys out. If it did, like I said, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe for more content, and I will catch you guys on the next one.